Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video we will learn about the another new command, that is ngbuild command. So why we use this ngbuild command is to build the Angular application. Right now if you are trying to understand that the Angular application what we have developed, the browser cannot understand that language, the Angular language. The Angular code has to be compiled into a JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript language, so that the browser can understand that code. So in order to convert that, compile the TypeScript code or whatever the Angular code into a JavaScript code, we need to build it. So Angular CLI helps us to build that code to the JavaScript. Let's try to see in this video. So how to build that one and what are the options that are available and what is the process, actual process, what is the way it will be doing. Let's try to see in this video. Now if you try to see, this is the heading. So building Angular using the Angular CLI. So why we need to build the Angular, we have discussed. So in order to make the code understood by the browser, that is the thing. In this video we will see how to build our Angular application. Angular CLI helps us to build our application into the output directory. The output directory means that nothing but whatever the compiled code, the Angular application will be compiled right into JavaScript. So that the entire JavaScript code will be placed in a directory. That directory is called as an output directory. The name is nothing but an output directory. In that folder, the compiled code will be placed. The compiled files will be placed. So this Angular CLI makes that one to be compiled, and also the Angular CLI makes the files to be placed in a separate folder that is called as an output directory. There are different types of build targets or environments that are available in the Angular CLI. So what are those the build targets or environments is something like development and the production mode. So these are the two environments that are available in the Angular CLI. So what is this development and why is this production mode? Let's try to see it. In development mode, so that means if we build the code in a development mode, we need the build to be able to have the option of debugging the code. So why we in development, if we build the Angular code in development, so we can have the option of debugging the code. So that means if any problem or error occurs or anything, if you want to know that where the problem actually is happening means, so in development mode, if you build this code, you will be able to debug the code. So this is mainly useful when we are writing in the development lifecycle. So when we are in the development of the application, so it is best option to build the code in a development mode. So this is the default option actually. And another one, whereas in the production mode, we need to make sure the code is rock solid. Okay. So now in the production mode, so we need to make sure the code should be solid. So it should be solid, secure and fast. So this is the main thing. So it should be secure, it should be solid, so we cannot change anything, and also it should be very fast also. So in the production mode, these are the things you will be having. In production mode, we need also some extra things to happen. Apart from this one, development and production mode. So development production mode, both the things happen the same, but in the production mode, some extra things, some extra stuff will happen in the production mode. What is that extra stuff is? One of the thing is uglification or minification. So both are one and the same. So that means minifying the code. Minifying the code means you already know what is that minifying the code. And the other one is the tree shaking. So what is this tree shaking? Tree shaking means which removes all the dead code. So for example, you will be writing so much of code. So some of the code or some of the methods you have written in the application that may not be useful. So that means you may not be using that method names or anything in your application. This tree shaking will make that all the dead code to be removed. Most of the things, so it will not do, but as far as the best it can do. Okay, that is the thing. So tree shaking means it removes all the dead code so that the file size will be minified. So minimized. So the file size will be decreased. So these are the two things that will happen. The minification also, the file size will be decreased, and the tree shaking also, it removes the dead code. So unwanted code it will remove. So up to now we have seen why we need to use the build, and also what are the different options that are available in the for building the application in the Angular CLI scene. Now we need to know the command. So what is the command for building the application? So the command for building the application is ngbuild. So this is the command which is used to build the Angular application. There are a lot of options available for building, and we can see all the details. So there are also a lot of options available for the building. So we can see all the details using ng build hyphen help. So if you type the command space hyphen help as the option, so you'll be able to see what are all the options that are available for building the application. We can see. So this is the option. This is the option to check what are all the list of options that are available for ng build command. So not only for ng build, so for every command ng generate or anything, so hyphen help if you have given, so that will give you all the available options for that one. ng build by default does the development build. Now if you write ng build and press enter, so the build will occur in the development environment by default. When we run the command, it goes to the output directory where we have discussed the output directory that is mentioned in the Angular JSON file. So we need to know that output directory. Somehow the ng build command need to know that output directory. Output directory means where I need to keep the compiled files. So that folder will be able to know from the angular.json file. So we have already discussed this angular.json file. If you want means you can go to my video and you can check it. So in that angular.json file, you will be able to see the output directory where the compiled files need to be kept. Normally the output folder will be like this /dist/ the app name. So whatever the app application name is there, so with that name only the folder will be created in the dist folder. So we can see in the angular.json file. So if you change that option means, so that will be the folder name. So normally the output file folder by default will be like this dist/app name. Let's take a look and explore at the actual outputted files after the build. So now when the ng build command has been completed, so what are the files that are going to be created? Let's try to explore this thing. First one is the runtime.js file. So what is this runtime.js file? It's the webpack runtime file. That means application going to need basically to load the modules and put everything together. So this runtime.js file so will be useful to basically load all the modules that are useful and put everything together. So this is the thing, it will be useful, runtime.js file. And another one is the main.js file. So this is the main bundle file. This is the actual main code. So this is the core of our code and the root ng module. So whatever the root ng module is located in our application. So this main.js file contains everything. And another one is a polyfills.js file. So this polyfills.js file, this is the file which is used for the support of different browsers. So the older browser support, for making the older browser support, this polyfills.js file will be used. And another one is the styles.css file. This contains the styles of the application. So what are the styles that are available in the application? That will be available in the styles.css file. And last one is the vendor.js file. So this one may consist or may not consist in the latest Angular applications or anything. So it contains the vendor file and other something like what I can say is Angular build, Angular compiler file, and also the vendor files. So actually I have written wrong here. So Angular and also the other vendor files it will contain. That's it. These are all the files that are available. So if you try to run this one, so if I show you in the Visual Studio Code, here this is the command I have run. So ng build command I have run it here. And here you will be able to see main.js file, polyfills, runtime, and also the styles.css file is also created. The vendor file is not created depending on the Angular version. So you will be able to see this one. Sometimes main.js file and the vendor.js file will be combined. So normally in the production it will be there. In the older versions, vendor.js file also will be created in the development build. Now if you go to here, if I open this one in the reveal in the file explorer, so I will try to show you. Now here, if you try to see, let me maximize this one. Okay. So I have maximized this one. So this is our Angular, what I can say, this is our project. Okay, whenever we run this ng build, so a dist file will be created. Inside the dist file, again the folder will be created with the app name. So app name here, Angular routing, and in this one if you try to see, here the files will be created. So here you will be able to see something like main.js file, polyfills.js file, runtime.js file, and last one is the styles.css file. So these are the files that are going to be created when we run the ng build command. And also I have told you, right, an angular.json file you will be having the output directory. If you want, you can also check this one, angular.json file. And here the project type application source to in the build output path. So this is the output path. If you change here the path name, so there the output files, whatever the build files that are generated, so those will be placed in that directory that is mentioned here. Okay, hope you understood about this building thing. So in the next video, we will see how to debug the code and all those things. Let's try to see. Hope you understood about this building Angular command. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.